Everybody, welcome to Miami-Dade College in Miami, Florida. This is the 2006 Junior Orange Bowl Classic. We got the girls of Nova out of Davie, Florida, taking on California's Buena, the team that a lot of folks think, with their history in this tournament, should fare very well. This is, of course, for the right to go to the championship game, which will be taking place tomorrow evening. Well, Nova made it this far by taking care of the Palmetto Panthers yesterday afternoon. Buena, on the other hand, in the evening matchup, took care of Miami Singer, the Stingarees. And it will be Nova in the green uniforms with the golden numbers, and the white clad and the home team will be Buena. Jasene Williams, and for Nova and for Buena, Julie Harung will be tipping it up, and it'll be controlled by Nova. Bringing it up at the point will be Jakira Harvey, and she brings it up at the top of the key. Puts on the floor, gives it up now to Jasene Williams. Williams around to Bradley, high left side. There's a three-point attempt, missed by number 31, Jakira Harvey. Coming up with his Buena, pushing up the floor. There's Padilla, and she lost the handle on it. Going to be taken away by Robinson. Leans into a layup. That's going to be no good. Harung comes up with a rebound. And here come the Lady Titans of Nova, Buena. Check that. The Bulldogs. There's Harung. Hands off to Padilla, who drives. And the ball gets kicked out of bounds. Nothing a score. It's underway, 7:22 left to go here in the first. Mathis on the inbounds. Harung gets it down underneath to Jamison, who puts it up. It's no good. And the rebound comes down to Bradley, who pushes up the floor. Nova on the attack. Bradley leans into a layup. It's going to go no good, but looks like a rebound. Foul's going to be called against Veronica Rango. So it'll be Jasmine Bradley. Bradley hits the first, and the first score in the game, the junior, 5-6. And getting the second or two as well. Full court pressure being put on by Nova. Here's Padilla. Gives it up to Jamison, and Padilla will push up the floor. Cross timeline, high left side, drive, give it over to Harung. Goes cross court, knocked up into the air. And Mathis is able to come up with it, and now we'll dribble things, handle it at the point. 6:56 left, 2-0 is our score. Nova with the lead. Up top, it goes to Jamison, puts on the floor, drives, leans into it, off the glass, no good, knocked him to the out of bounds. And it will gone off the hands of Harung, and it will be Nova basketball. On the inbounds, 5 seconds to call. Buena doing a good job of defense and denying the inbounds. Here come the other way, leaning into it and missing there. That'll be a foul called against Ashley Robinson. And the second offering is good by Jamison. So we're all locked up at 2 Coming the other way, down the floor it goes with Tanya Aaron. Lost the handle, taking away. Here's Mathis. Gives it to Harung. Padilla for three. Off the iron, no good. Knocked around. Mathis comes up with it down the floor. They try to get it to Jamison. She tries to backhand it, but won't get it there. But a foul will be called. And looks like that's going to go against number 23, Jasani Williams. And missing the first is Jamison. And the second offering with 6:26 left. She drains it there. 3 points for Jessica Jameson, and that's the 3 points up on the board right now for Buena. Down the floor it goes, knocked around. Padilla had a shot at it. And it's going to finally get picked up by Jakari Harvey. Hold up high from the foul line. It's good. Number 15, Ashley Robinson. Get down the floor. Here's Harung. High right side. Looks. And the ball knocked away. Coming the other way now is number 34, Tanya Aaron. Gives it up down underneath to Ashley Robinson. Misses there. Aaron with the putback is no good. Harung comes up with a rebound. Goes over to Mathis. Has the numbers. Gives it up over the far side to number 33, Veronica Rango. Into Mathis, who puts it up. No good, but a foul called. There's Amelia Mathis' shot on the way. It's around, no good. Mathis comes up empty air. Aaron comes up with a rebound. Now gives it over to Harvey. Down underneath, the ball knocked away on the Dominique Jackson with the attempt. Here's Mathis bringing it up the floor. 4-3 to score. Mathis crossing over top of the key, goes left side. Gives over to Harung. In the baseline, three-pointer. Good! Well, the 6'2 center knocks it down. 5:03 left, 6-4 the score. Here's answering back. Nope, missing there. Number 31, Jakira Harvey. Ball rolls out of bounds, and it'll be Buena basketball. Megan Jackson will come in for Julie Harung for Buena. And Padilla gets the inbounds. Gives it to Rango. Here's Mathis pushing up the floor. Looks, Padilla, right side, Possum 8, that's going to go off. Rebound comes down the hands of Jackson, puts it back up, that's no good as well. Coming to the rebound is Harvey for Nova, pushes up the floor to Bradley. Drop step, leans into it, it's going to be a foul called. And getting it with the hip will be Amelia Mathis. And so shooting two will be Jasmine Bradley. And us getting the first is Bradley. Bradley puts on the floor and drains the second as well. So with Bradley, she has 4 points right now, all locked up at 6. A little full court pressure being put on. Jackson down underneath, puts on the floor, stops, leans into it, off the iron and good. Gets her first two. 8-6 to score now. Buena with the advantage. Here comes Nova. Tanya Aaron drives, puts up a runner. That's no good. Jackson with the rebound. Gives over to Mathis. Mathis will push up the floor. There's Durango underneath. She's got to save it inbounds. She tries to save it, does save it, but right into the hands of number 31 of Nova, Jakira Harvey. She'll push up the floor. Gives it over now to Robinson. Puts it up. That's no good as well. Down the floor. He's going to be picked up by Jamison. And you give it over to Mathis. A little up and down game right now. 8-6. 3:53 left to go here in the first. Going the other way, Mathis from 20. That's no good. And here comes the Lady Titans of Nova. Up at the top to Jakira Harvey. Far side it goes to Bradley. Whistle blows. There's going to be a foul call. So that's going to go against Buena's Megan Jackson. Yep, sure enough is. Quick on the inbounds. There's Kristen Durkee in the game and leaning into a runner, but walking with it is number 14, Dominique Jackson. So the score remains 8-6 with 3:22. Let's go here in the first quarter. Here's Padilla. Gets it to Jackson underneath. There's Durango. Stops. 4-footer, yes. Good job of recognition. Jackson. Durango almost taking it away again. Here, bringing it up the floor now. Whistle blows on a foul. That's going to be walking Jasmine Bradley. It's trying to get around Mathis. Padilla gets the inbounds from Durango. And will push up the floor, left-hand dribble. Crosses over. Gives it up now to Mathis. There's Harung from 4. Yes, sir. Well, one of the things we definitely see out of this Buena squad is that they move the ball around significantly and play with very unselfish. There's Bradley playing catch right now with Aaron. Goes far side to Harvey. There's a three-point attempt by Aaron. It's no good. A rebound put back Jackson, no good. And coming with Harung. Gives over to Padilla with the numbers now. Looks, drives underneath. Mathis with a layup, too strong. And down the floor is going to be taken up by Dominique Jackson. Hands off to Robinson, who drives. The layup's blocked by Harung, takes it out of the air. Tries to push it. It's going to be taken away by Jasmine Bradley. Underneath again it goes. And a little bit of contact. Harung may have gotten Dominique Jackson with the body. She's going to the line. Jackson's first offering is good. No good. Sorry. Well, subs coming in for Buena right now. Mallory Gesk is in the game. Also back again is Jessica Jameson. And getting the second of two is Dominique Jackson. First points of the game. 12-7 is the score. There's Mathis. Sunfloor gives it up to Megan Jackson. Back to Padilla. Stops from the foul line and puts it in from there. There's a few people on the floor you don't want to leave open like that. Padilla's one of them. Down the floor is going to be a scramble for it. Trying to fight off defenders is Harvey, able to get it. Up the floor it goes now into the hands of Elizabeth Bryson, who leans into a layup. No good. Rebound down on the floor, fighting for it. Jamison gives it over to Mathis. There's Padilla again, gets a pick, stops, goes baseline, hands off Jackson. Short jumpers, no good. Ball down on the floor is going to be fought for, and Dominique Jackson comes up with it. Gives it up now to Bradley, touching the ball again for the first time in about a minute or so. 14-7 to score now. Buena with the lead. Lob goes down underneath. Let me take it away, Padilla. She'll lead the break. Does not have the numbers. Looks, lost a handle on it. Down on the floor. Is going to be a scramble for it. Finally picking it up is Elizabeth Brown. Coming up the other way. Down underneath. A little bit of contact, but getting the layup is Jakira Harvey. Make the score 14-9 here with his first quarter. There's Jackson. top, looks, gives it over to Mathis. Mathis in between the circles. Gets it around now to Harvey again. Back up the top. It goes in the game now. Looking it around. There's Gisk, and it's going to be a jump ball called. Possession arrow favors Buena with 11.2 seconds left. Gisk on the inbounds, way back, but gets it into Padilla. Her side of the floor, 10 seconds left. Padilla dealing against Battle, drives, puts up a runner, no good, 4 seconds left. Coming down with it is Harvey, 0.8 seconds left, won't get a shot off, does get a shot off, and banks it away. Battle misses there, but that's the end of the first quarter. The early advantage goes right now to Buena, 14-9. You're watching the Junior Orange Bowl Classic right here from All In Broadcasting. Back out again at Nova Davy. Check that. Nova Davy is trailing Buena right now, 14-9. With the basketball right now is Bradley. Holds it up high right. Gets it around to Harvey. Back to Bradley. Harvey high left side. Trying to get it down low underneath. Do get it underneath to Robinson for the layup. Robinson had nice positioning on Harung. Check that. Yeah, that's number 14, Dominique Jackson, with her third point. Here's a rung. Holds. Tight man defense being employed by Nova right now. Here's Durango. Gets it back up to Harung at the top of the key. Thinks about it. Puts on the floor. Stops. Looks. Turnaround jumper off the iron. No good. A little bit of a desperation shot by Harung. We would have thought better of that. Here's Bradley driving. Pushing it over to Aaron for three. That's no good. Rebound Mathis. And she'll push up the floor now. Comes up high right, looks for help, and then dribbles back out between the circles. 14-11 to score. Here's Diane Pushenik, who pops. That's no good. Rebound. Jackson puts it back up. That's no good. Knocked up into the air. And coming up with it is Dominique Jackson of Nova. Give it over to Aaron right now. Big opportunity here for Nova. Here's Harvey, who holds with 6:36 left. Gives it up around now to Ashley Robinson. Turnaround jump 15 is no good. Big shot there, missed. 6:28 to go here in the second. Here coming up the other way. That's Mathis, high left side. Lobs down underneath. Going to be taken away by Tanya Aaron. Does not have the numbers but drives. Gives it up over far side now to Bradley. Pops three, no good. Rebound to Durango, but she will be fouled. Looks like coming over the top. They're calling against Ashley Robinson. Subs coming to the game now for Buena. There's Mathis. Puts on the floor. Crosses the timeline. Looks for help. Goes backcourt with it. Lost the handle on it trying to get around Bradley. And so Mathis will come out now. It'll be Aaron bringing it up. Top of the key. Thinks about it. Three-pointer. Back iron and went dead on the back iron and went in. That's what a good old backspin will do for you. All locked up at 14. 5:39 left. Here's Padilla. Crossing over. Goes high right side. Looks, puts on the floor, turns, spins, gets away from the defender, takes a three. Off the iron, no good. Knocked up in the air out of bounds. And it will remain Buena basketball. Back on the inbounds. There's Harung with a turnaround jumper's no good. Knocked out of bounds. There's Harung. Fadeaway jump 12. That's no good. Knocked up into the air. And now Buena cannot find or buy a basket right now. Good opportunity here for Nova. Coming the other way now is Aaron. Looks high left side. Gets it down underneath. To number 32, Elizabeth Brown, and it's going to be a foul called as she missed. It's going to be a foul against Brown. Well, Mathis comes in the game. Once again for Buena. And here in the inbounds will be Buena's Jessica Jamison. And Padilla thinks about it. Jamison, high right side, puts on the floor, drives, looks, Jackson up at the top. Gets around to Durango. Now down on the lease. There's a turnaround jumper by Jamison. Air ball. Saved Jackson. And it goes out of bounds. It's going to be a jump ball. Jump ball. Both players touch it. It'll be Buena basketball. On the inbounds, it is Durango. Gives it to Mathis at a half-court circle. Dealing against Bradley. High right side. Now gives it to Padilla at the top of the key. Looks over to Mathis. Puts on the floor. Left-hand dribble. Drives in the paint. Puts it up. No, it's going to be a foul called. So it's going to go against Tanya Aaron. Pick that. Let's go against Jasmine Bradley. Mathis on the inbounds, gives it to Jackson, pops from behind the basket and puts it in. Jackson with her fourth point, 16-14 to score. Here coming the other way, that's Tanya Aaron, backs up high right side outside the arc. Looks, gets it around now to Brown, who drives in the lane, puts it up good in a foul. That should go against Durango. So Brown with the first bucket. And this would give Nova the lead here with 4:11. Let's go in the second. Shot on the way is in and out. All locked up at 16. Here comes Mathis. Mathis high left. Looks Padilla being harassed. Guarded closely. Puts on the floor. Drives in the paint. Puts it up. Runner off the back iron. No good. Padilla, shots on the way, is good. Padilla with 3 points now, 5'5" junior. Nice blending of underclassmen and some senior leadership on this squad here for Buena. So Padilla gets the second as well. 4 points, 18-16 to score. There's a three-pointer that would close that deficit quickly. Missed by Aaron. The rebound put back Harvey. No, Harvey's going to back up. High left side. Gives up to Dominique Jackson from just outside the foul line. That's no good. And the rebound comes down to Mathis. Screen quickly bringing the floor. Left hand dribble out with the right. In between the circles. Supposed to go left elbow against. Gives it up to Urango. Urango looks. Jackson holds. Puts on the floor. Goes in the paint. Stops. Looks for help. Gets to the driving. Matt's going to be taken away by Bradley. Offensive confusion here for Buena right now. Here's Aaron up at the top. Looks, gets it around to Bradley, and it's going to be a whistle blowing and a foul call. It's going to go against Mathis. And the other way now. Here's Harvey. Looks down underneath. Nice layup. Missed. Dominic Jackson, and Harung comes up the rebound, gives it over to Mathis. Padilla thinks about it. 22-footer, good. 7 points for Amanda Padilla. Ball knocked out of bounds, and Buena's going to take over. Nova calls a timeout with 2:45 left to go here in the first half. 21-16 to score, and Buena with the lead here in this semifinal of the Junior Orange Bowl Classic, live from Miami-Dade College. Back in a moment. Jackson. Sends to Padilla. That's Mathis as we're back to action once again here. 2:38 left to go here in the half. There's Harung. Gets to the Jackson. Holds. Looks. Runner. Bank. No good. Knocked up into the air. There's Arango. Lost the handle on. Knocked up into the air. Down the floor. It's going to be a scramble for it. There's Jackson. Puts it back up. That's no good as well. Knocked up into the air. And finally coming up with it. Number 31, Jagira Harvey. Nova with the basketball now. Down 5 points. Here's Aaron, looks. This one opens, going to be taken away by Padilla. Now Buena working on more transition baskets. Gives it up to Arango. Back to Padilla between the circles. Gets a little instruction from Coach Jovan. Lob underneath, knocked up into the air, and it's going to be taken away. Dominique Jackson. Coming the other way now, there's Bradley. Gives it up to Aaron, backs up, looks, turns, looks. Goes up top now to number 31, Harvey, who puts up a runner, no good. Rebound, put back, is going to go no good by Dominic Jackson, but a foul call. Jackson's shots on the way is no good. Jackson, a sophomore, 5'10". So Jamison comes back in the game for Buena. With 1:30 left to go here in the half. Shots on the way, good. Makes it a 4-point lead, 21-17, full court pressure now. Rango looks to bring it in. Gets it to Harung. Mathis lost the handle on, is able to get it back now. It's going to be a nice matchup tonight. Bradley against Mathis. And Mathis looks. Harung. Baseline three-pointers. Good. Well, that'll answer the challenge. 1:10 left now. Goes high left into the hands of Aaron. Underneath it goes for the lay-in. Ashley Robinson. He has 4 points now. 56 seconds left. 24-19 to score. Well, the team trading baskets right now. Buena's going to keep the lead. Here's Orango trying to work it down into Jamison. He's in Harung at the top. Now down to Jamison. Turnaround jump bank, no good. Knocked up into the air, out of bounds, and it's going to be Nova basketball with 39.5 seconds left. Here the inbounds is Harvey. Hooks puts on the floor. And it goes now to Bradley from 8, no good. Rebound and a putback. Oh, it's going to be a whole lot of contact. And the bank putback by Ashley Robinson for 6. 3-point lead, 25 seconds left, 24-21. Here's Padilla's going to slow things down. Up at a half-court circle, crossing over. Looking and missing. Coming the other way now. It's 10 seconds. Went up to the top. Bring it over far side. There's a three-pointer with 2 seconds left. Knocked up into the air by Bradley. Down the floor. Time will expire in the half. And you gotta love this semifinal play as these two teams match up extremely well. Nova certainly not going away anywhere. 24-21 now score as we go to the half. You are watching the 2006 Junior Orange Bowl Girls Classic right here on All In Broadcasting. And welcome back once again to Miami-Dade College, the Kendall campus, the home of the 2006 Junior Orange Bowl Girls Classic. And looks like we have another classic brewing right now as Buena leads Nova 24-21 in a hard-fought first half. And neither team really dominating. It looked like Buena had things in control for most of the end of the second quarter. Nova will have the basketball going from right to left in front of us to start things off. Aaron on the inbounds. We'll hand off to Harvey. Give it up high left side now to Bradley. Drives, puts up a layup and good. And that's a good way to establish things. He had 4 first half points. Now 6 total. And it's Mathis bringing things up at the point now. High right side. Looks, puts on the floor, stops, Mathis drives, links into it. Harung lost the handle and out of bounds. And so we're down to just underway here in the third quarter, 7:29 left. Bradley gives it up now to Harvey. Harvey high left side. Hands off to Williams underneath, but there's going to be a foul called. And that will go against Harung. Underneath it goes. There's Harvey who gets fouled as well. A lot of contact here. To get things started here, so. We're all locked up at 24. There's the second offering. That's good as well. And so Harvey gives a 1-point lead now to Nova. And I believe this is the first time they've led throughout the entire game. There's Arango, hands off Mathis. Mathis crosses the timeline now, going from left to right in front of us. High bounce pass goes now to Padilla, and she walked with it. She tries to get around Aaron. 25-24 to score, 6:51 left. Here's Robinson, holds up high right. High left side now to Harvey, bringing it up top to Bradley. Again back up top, this time left side Ashley Robinson. Williams to Harvey. It looks like they're trying to work an isolation on one of the shooters right here on the baseline. They may have thought they may have had it with Williams there, but now they're thinking better of trying to work it down inside. Here's Harvey, looks. Then we'll get up to Robinson. Far side it goes to Bradley. There's a three-pointer by Harvey, misses there. Had a good look at it just a moment. Padilla right in front of her though. And it goes out of bounds. Here the inbounds, Jackson. Gives it up now to Mathis. Mathis looks for help. It's a round ball knocked up into the air. It's going to be a scramble for it. Down on the floor. Jackson has a shot at it, and there's Durango comes up with it. Mathis dealing against Bradley. Gives it over to Padilla. Out of the side, Arone thinks about it still. Being harassed, lost the handle on it. Able to get it back. You don't want the big player putting the ball on the floor very often. There's Durango in trouble. Tries to throw it up. Puts it down on the floor. It's going to be Jackson comes up with it. Mathis got to reset things. Nova relentless going after the basketball right now. Here's Mathis. Drives, leans into it, puts it up. Foul called. And Mathis desperately trying to get some contact. But the pressure was relentless. Padilla on the inbounds. Gives it to Jackson, puts on the floor, drives, one-handed, off the iron, no good. And the rebound comes down to Aaron. 25-24 remains to score. Both teams going cold right now. Bradley drives in the paint, gets a lot of contact. And it's going to be a foul call. That's going to go against Mathis. And Buena wants a timeout. Jovan not very happy with what he sees. And so we'll take one as well with 4:53 left to go here in the third quarter. 25-24 is our score. On the inbounds now. Here getting underneath. The layup is no good. Knocked around. Jackson comes up with a Padilla with the numbers. Goes in the middle. Gives it up to Rango, who puts it up and in. 5 points for Rango. And now taking a 1 point lead is Buena. Here's Williams. Looks. Lobs down underneath. Robinson. Puts it up, no good, knocked away. Padilla comes up with a rebound. Big possession here, and if you're Nova, you need to stop. You need to stop Buena right now. It stops with a dribble, and well, again, it can help to get a walking violation. Aisha Shabazz will come in the game now. There's a long three, air ball. by Harvey. Coming up with it is Bradley. Gives it up on the foul line. Draining it there is Ashley Robinson. Robinson with 8 points. And taking the 1 point lead. And we're going to have a inline violation called against Buena. Here on the inbounds is Harvey. Looks. Backs up. Turn around. Bank shot by Robinson is no good. Down the floor goes. There's Jackson underneath the basket. Has a man on the wing. The ball knocked out of bounds. Nice defensive play by Ashley Robinson. And on the inbounds will be Mathis. Lewis gives it to Padilla, and a foul call down the floor. Here's Padilla, high left side, drives, what a nice move, puts up the runner, no good. Rebound Jackson, puts it back up, shot blocked into the hands of Jamison, shot blocked as well. Down the floor, Mathis has a shot at it, down the floor. Padilla has a shot at it, down the floor still. There's a scrum, and there'll be a jump ball. Possession arrow will favor Buena. Couple of scrappy squads right now, the 1 point lead with Nova, 27-26. There's a short jumper by Jackson. No, check that. It's Jamison. Goes no good. There's going to be an offensive foul called. Down on the rebound. So that's going to go against Arango. Here coming the other way now is Harvey. Lobs it down underneath. Layup goes no good. Down on the floor. Going to be picked up by Jackson of Buena. 27-26 score. 2:46. Let's go in the third. Here's Padilla. High right side. Gets a pick from Haroon. Crosses over. Goes in the paint. Run is going to be blocked partially. And by Jasani Williams. Does not have the numbers. Gives it up now to Robinson. Robinson lobs underneath. The layup is good by Aisha Shabazz. 29-26 to score. Nova with the advantage. Here's Padilla in between the circles. Crosses over. Gets a pick. High right side. Lobs underneath Harung. Lays it up good. That was a nice job. That's 10 points for Julie Harung. He has 2 threes tonight as well. 29-28 to score. Lob goes down underneath to Ashley Robinson. Turnaround. Jumper's going to go no good. Her rebounds. Here coming the other way. Trying to get it down underneath to Arango. Thinks about it. 12-footer is off. Rebound, Jackson has a shot at it, goes out of bounds, and it remains Buena basketball. For the Bulldogs, Jessica Jameson is back in the game. And the other way, there's a rung from the foul line. It's going to go no good. And she'll chase it out of bounds, and Mathis comes up with it. Nice hustle, paid off for the Buena Bulldogs. 29-28 to score. Here's Arango. Looks, Harung at the top of the key left side. Looks, tries to work it to Arango. She takes it from 8 feet. Good. That's 8 points for Arango. And now here's Harvey. Looks, gets it around to Bradley. Bradley puts on the floor at the foul line. Bradley high left side, baseline it goes around to Harvey. Lost the handle, is going to be taken away by Arango. Looks for help, gets to the Mathis. He's going to push up the floor. 45 seconds left to go here in the third. And coming the other way. So Jameson with the 2. Now it's a 3-point lead for Buena. 24 seconds left. Nova will hold for that last shot. Here's Harvey. Pushed it up, 13 seconds left. Now it's a 1-point lead again. Full court pressure being put on. 7 seconds left. There's Mathis. Push up the floor. Stops. Goes far side. Harung. 3-pointer off. Rebound, 1 second left. And time will expire. We've got ourselves a ball game. 32-31 is our score as we go to the fourth here in this semifinal action of the Junior Orange Bowl Classic. All the action for you right here on All In Broadcasting. And so we're back out once again at Miami-Dade College. The floor here, the home of the Junior Orange Bowl Classic. And we got another classic brewing here. 32-31 to score. Buena leads Nova here in this girls semifinal. And so here's Nova patiently walking the ball up. Out left side it goes. Around the horn, driving, putting up a runner, and good is Jakira Harvey. And taking a 1-point lead now is Nova. Here's Mathis. Looks, holds up high left. Trying to set up an offense here. In between the circles, 7:22 left. It's just underway in the fourth quarter. There's Padilla popping a 3. That's off the iron, no good. Rebound Arango. Puts it back up, shot blocked, foul call. Arango will be shooting 2, and that'll just give another chance here for in the first. Buena to take the lead. That's the 9th point for Arango. He's had a pretty solid night tonight. Gets the second as well. So coming the other way now. Here's Bradley. Gives it up, Harvey. Back around top, this Williams. Back to Harvey. Just inside the arc, and drains it there. 35-34 score now. These teams trading baskets. Here going up high right, there's Padilla. Holds, puts it up, no good. And it's knocked out of bounds. be Mathis on the inbounds. Looks, ball knocked up into the air. And knocked away. Mathis able to get it back. They are relentless defensive. Mathis from 8 feet. Bank no good. Rebound knocked around. Jamison gets it into Jackson for the layup. 6 points for Megan Jackson. And then coming the other way is Jesseni Williams. There's Mathis. Thought about handing off Padilla. Drives. Gets it underneath to Jamison for the layup. That's 7 points for Jamison. 1 point lead for the Buena Bulldogs. 38-37. One up top now. There's Shabazz. Looks at the top of the key. Gets picked. Looks for help. Harvey on the baseline. Drives. Puts it up. Shot blocked from behind, but a foul called. That's going to go against Jamison. And Harvey hitting the first. Guess what? We're tied up. So Robinson will come in for Nova. Mathis returns for the Bulldogs, and we got 5:17 left. And now another chance for Nova to take the lead. Here's a shot from Harvey. Misses there. And the rebound comes down to Jamison. Gives it to Mathis. We're all locked up at 38, 5:11 left. Mathis. Gives it up to Rango. Up top now to Harung. Underneath. Jamison lays it in. Here's Bradley. 40-38 the advantage now, Buena. Harvey working it around to Robinson. Ball knocked up in the air. Robinson has a turnaround jumper. Is off. Rebound knocked up in the air. Harung gets it right back up and in. And by Shabazz. A lot of green shirts underneath the basket there. .4:15 left. There's Mathis, high left. Gets it around to Jamison. Holds, lobs, Harung. Turns, looks, triple team. Turnaround jumpers around and off. Rebound, but a foul called. They pretty much, three of the players knew that she was going for it. Jesseni Williams gets called with a foul. 4:03 left. And these are big here. Harung, shots on the way. It is around and off. And the second offering by Harung is good. .41-40 to score now. Here's Harvey, high left side. Looks, bounce pass, goes over to Bradley. Back over to Harvey. Lobs it down underneath to Williams. Turnaround jumper off the back iron. No good. Harung with the rebound. Harung doing a good job of boxing out down the floor. Is going to be taken away almost by Mathis. He picks it up, gives it to Harung. Back to Mathis. Going to cross the timeline. Go high left. Bounce pass goes to Rango. Looks. Tries to get underneath to Jamison. A lot of contact. No foul called. Knocked away. Down into the hands of Harvey. Harvey gives it up there. Shabazz. Last to touch it out of bounds. It'll be Buena basketball. .41-40 to score. Here's Mathis. Crossing over left side. Looks. Gives it up. Three-pointer by Harung. She had two of them earlier today. Wasn't able to drain it there. 3:10 left. Buena with the 1-point lead. 41-40. Looking things around. There's Harvey. Gets it up top to Shabazz. Back to Harvey, high left side. Tries to work it down low. It's going to be taken away by Arango. And we'll hand off to Mathis. Triple team. Looking to crossover. She walked with it. She walked with it as he tried to get around Bradley and Ashley Robinson. And so here's Bradley bringing things up the floor. High left side. Shabazz tried to work it down low. Knocked away. Still saved by Shakira Harvey. Hold up high right from the foul line. Is number 14, Dominique Jackson, misses there. Padilla as it gives over to Mathis. Across the timeline. Hands off back to Padilla. Padilla puts on the floor. Tries to cross over high right side. Double dribble. He gets down underneath the Harung for the layup. Those two have worked out a couple times here this afternoon. 43-40 to score. Here's Bradley. Gives it up to Harvey. Back to Shabazz. Nova needs a big bucket. And soon whistle blows away from the basketball. It's going to be a foul. That's going to go against Veronica Arango. With all this physicalness going on, you'd be surprised. Nobody's in the bonus yet. Nova will be here with another foul. There's Jackson, gives it up. There's an 18-footer by Ashley Robinson. It goes no good out of bounds. Buena basketball. Oh, no, it's going to be a foul call. That's against Dominique Jackson. There's Padilla, has a lane to the basket. Stops and puts it up. No good. Rebound, Jamison puts it back up and in. What a great move by Padilla. Had two players with a bead on it, and she just came to a complete stop. The two players ran right by her. 45-40 to score, 1:25 left. Three-pointer attempt by Bradley is no good. Shabazz puts it back on the floor, gives it up over to Harvey. Harvey drives underneath the paint, and it's going to be a foul call. It's going to go against Jamison. Well, head coach Boris McWashington of Nova certainly knew he had his hands full coming into this game, hitting the first. There's Akira Harvey. Harvey having a pretty solid night tonight. 11 points and misses the chance at 12. Still a 4-point lead, still plenty of time. But obviously, the first thing you need to do if you're Nova, you need to stop right now. Here's Padilla. Gives up to Rango, back to Padilla again. Being guarded closely by Shabazz. There's Harung. Lewis cross court. Larango gives it back up to Padilla, and she gets fouled by Aisha Shabazz. There's going to be a timeout called. 30-second timeout. We'll keep things right here. I want to thank all the folks who are involved with this Junior Orange Bowl Classic, putting on a great event. Of course, as you're watching this, we're in day 2. 45-41 our score. 54.9 seconds left to go in regulation. Buena, many consider them to be one of the best of the lot here. Got to work extremely hard to prove it once again. And it will be a Rango on the inbounds. And looking inbounds, gets it to Jamison. Looks, gets grabbed at by Ashley Robinson. Not so sure if he would commit the intentional fouls right now. But I guess so. You got a minute left, and you want to get the basketball. So if you want somebody to miss a shot, it's always best to miss it with some time left on the clock. You're down by 4. So here's Jamison at the line. Sets and misses there. Now if you're Nova, you need a bucket and real fast. 49 seconds left. Here's Bradley. Looks, drives, comes in right side, gets fouled. That may go against Mathis. Misses the first. And the second offering goes in. Now 3-point advantage. It's going to be full court pressure now being put on by Nova. There's Haroon. Looks. In trouble, gets it over to Rango, gets grabbed at by Ashley Robinson. The foul fest will continue. Going to go against Robinson. It'll be a fourth.
Substitution, Tanya Aaron is back in the game. To the free throw line is Veronica Urango.
So Tanya Aaron, who has 1 3-pointer here today, is back in the game for Shabazz. As Arango misses the chance at the gives it up. That's going to be taken by Haroon. 33 seconds left and getting fouled is Mathis by Jasmine Bradley. And we got a timeout call. It will be of the full variety. And so we'll take one as well. 45-42 our score, 32.9 seconds left here in this semifinal action. Here, Buena leading Nova. You're listening to, or you're watching, the Junior Orange Bowl Classic live from Miami, Florida. Back in a moment. So here's Mathis. Shooting the 1-and-1. And misses the chance there. So we know we need a bucket. There's Bradley, who's going to be a blocking foul called. And that's going to go against Haroon, and I think she got hurt on that one. Much more so than Jasmine Bradley. Well, if you're Nova, again, I mean, it's obvious, but it's obvious that you have to hit this one. Another full timeout called.
And Buena requests a 30-second timeout.
And so we'll take one as well with 25.3 seconds left. 45-42 is our score. Buena with the lead. You're watching the 2006 Junior Orange Bowl Classic live from Miami-Dade College. So it's Jasmine Bradley at the line. Shooting a 1-on-1 once again. Shots on the way. Makes it first. Very important there. Now 25.3 seconds left. Whether she hits it here or not, they're going to need that ball back and quickly. Makes the second as well. It's a 1-point lead. Immediately a timeout call.
All right, we got a full timeout. Coach, breathe, full. Start the clock. Try to be nice. Full timeout. We know that now.
So we got a full timeout. We'll take one here as well with 25.3 seconds left. 44-45 is our score here in this semifinal action of the Junior Orange Bowl Classic. Back in a moment. And so Buena will have the basketball. Getting it in now to Jamison, gets reached into and grabbed. Now you got to hope Jamison misses these two if you're a Nova fan. That was interesting as number 15, Ashley Robinson, fouled out of the game. Went over to the Buena bench and shook everybody's hand. Getting the first is Jamison. Makes this one here. It will make it a mandatory 3, I would think, that Nova would have to hit. Jamison, shots on the way. Is good. 2 big shots by Jessica Jamison. Quickly up the floor. Here comes Harvey. Stops, looks, and gets fouled. Bumped into by Jamison. 17.7 seconds left.
Number 31, Jessica Jameson, with her 3rd personal foul, team's 10. To the line is Harvey to shoot 2.
There's Harvey shooting 2. Still need that basketball again. Here's the shot on the way. It's good. Harvey's been very solid at the line. Of her 12 points, 4 have come from the charity stripe. And she misses there. Ball down on the ground, and it will be jump ball, possession arrow. Will favor Buena with 15.9 seconds left. And Joe Vaughn wants a timeout. full timeout. 47-45 our score. It is Buena with the lead. We'll be back in a moment. Well, we go back to action. 15.9 seconds left on the inbounds. Jamison gets reached into and fouled. And barely a second goes off the clock. The second foul against Elizabeth Brown. Well, Jamison once again with a good opportunity here. Gets one or two. That makes it real hard now for Nova. Shots on the way is good. For the right to play Whitney Young out of Chicago here for the championship. Jamison's second offering. And that rolls in as well. Makes it a 4-point lead. Quickly they'll need a bucket. Will be Nova. Taking a three. Bradley. That's off. 8 seconds left. As Aaron comes up with it, she'll throw it up from 21. That's off as well. Coming back with it again. 1 second left. Last gasp, and it's over. Buena advances to the championship with a 49-45 win over a feisty Nova Lady Titan squad here in the 2006 Junior Orange Bowl Classic. Once again, 49-45 the final score. That'll do it for us here from Miami-Dade College. As once again, we'll be back for the championship. That'll be tomorrow right here. Thank you for watching this broadcast on All In Broadcasting.